Hello, 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 and welcome to the Shark Stream. It's me. Hi, how are you? Oh, God, are you guys excited? I completely lost my train of thought in the middle of my sentence. Hello, and welcome to the Shark Stream. It's me, it's your boy, it's Gage. Hi, aka Acid Shark. How are you? How's your Thursday? Hold on. And I'm ready to unwind with Shadowed Bringer, the bringers of shadow. That's us. We're the Shadow Bringers. Well, technically it'd be more appropriate if I was like a Dark Knight, because like the Dark Knight weapon is called the Shadow Bringer. Or like the artifact gear, I mean. Oh, what's been going on? What's been going on? Not a huge amount. City of the Wolves got a new... So, okay. I follow a lot of folks in the who are into fighting games. And I know a lot of folks who are into fighting games. And I knew that there were a lot of people that were really excited about SNK coming back with City of the Wolves. And seeing the just like 180 of opinions on that game just within like the last week is kind of depressing, actually. Just like a little bit. Like, you know, they'll be fine. There's plenty of other fighting game fish in the sea. But it's just like seeing like genuine excitement of just like, oh, like Terry's back, Mai's back, all your favorite classic King of Fighters, Fatal Fury, Garo, Mark of the Wolves characters are back. And then there's a soccer, like a real life soccer player, like an actual guy, who maybe has some allegations against him. We're not going to go ahead and get into it right now. And it's just like, oh, yeah, all right. Why is he here? He's here because he's in the Saudi League. And oh, here's another real life guy. He's a DJ and an artist who works in Saudi Arabia. Don't worry about it. And it's just, it's rough to watch, where it's just like, okay, this doesn't feel right, you know? Like, I mean, okay. I've always been kind of a Mortal Kombat guy, just a little bit. I'm not a big fighting game person, but I've been following Mortal Kombat games on and off since, I want to say, Deception. And I've always been a pretty big fan of like the lore of the games more than anything else, more than the gameplay at the very least. And you know, those games, they have their guest characters. And sometimes, you know, they get guest characters who are played by like actual people, and they get like facial scans of those people. Like, I mean, you know, you've got like Peter Weller RoboCop, you've got Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator, you've got fucking goddamn what's his name? Natalie, who's Rambo again? Rocky? John Rambo is the character's name. Do you remember the actor's name? Hi, Lila. Sylvester Stallone. Thank you, hon. I love you. Yeah, don't. We're not going to get into that. Sylvester Stallone. We got the... Oh, God. I swear to God, up until like 3 seconds ago, I knew the name of the guy who played the T-1000 in Terminator 2. Yeah, but he's like a good actor. He was really good in that movie. I should rewatch Terminator 2 sometime. Yeah. Anyways, he's in the most recent one. The T-1000's in there. And it's just like they're still like like you go in the game and just like, yeah, you know, that's Scorpion ripping off Arnold Schwarzenegger's head. That's fucking Melina tearing the throat out of Sylvester Stallone, but they're also just like they're like characters, you know? They're still fictional characters. And it's just like these City of the Wolves guest characters are just real ass people that I don't know, but like, I don't know, the Saudi Crown Prince certainly does, I guess. It's so weird. It's like this really weird, is nepotism only for like blood relation, or can it like be anything? Because that's what this feels like. Okay, fair enough. Thanks, hon. It's weird, and it's just, it has been rough seeing just like the kind of like general public opinion of this game really kind of like take that dive just over the last week. And yeah, unfortunate. What else has been going on? What other gaming news has there been? Oh god, motherfucking what's it called? Sinking City is 2 days away from the Kickstarter being over. I gotta make sure I pledge to that. Sinking City 2. I don't know. It's been otherwise kind of relatively slow in terms of gaming news for the most part. Outside of, you know, the Switch 2 announcement yesterday, or the Direct rather. But I don't know, I feel like I think I talked about that more at length yesterday. I couldn't really tell you for sure, though. Yesterday's stream just, like, flashes through my mind in a haze of Dr. Dolittle and Orc Milk. So, I mean, it's hard to remember specifics. Regardless, we're here today to play Final Fantasy XIV. A lot of Dolittle. I made timestamps for yesterday's stream. I talked about Dolittle for over 50 minutes, which is very funny to me. Like, there may have been moments in the middle of that where it's just like, okay, we need to like get into the game, or like the time where it's just like, oh, we're hitting an ad. I'll stop talking about Dolittle and play the game so that once the ad's over, I can come back and talk more about Dolittle. But yeah, I talked about, there's so much Dolittle. That movie is a fucking travesty. But yeah, last time in Final Fantasy XIV, we restored Night to the land of Ilmeg and slew the Fairy King, whose role was then taken up by our good pal, Feoul. I gotta eat a taco, hold on. I gotta eat another taco, hold on. Oh. What adventures await us today? Let's find out. Where's my fucking... Where did I put my controller? Hold on.
Have you talked about how comical it looks right now?
Oh, yeah, so... Hold on, I'm gonna grab my controller and then I'll talk about how comical Natalie looks right now. So, Natalie wanted to get set up in a very specific way on her recliner. And, wanted to be laid on her right side, and I got her all set up in the manner that I do. Got her rotated, got her set up with her various pillows and blankies, and then she tells me, hey, can you cover my head? I want it to be dark. So I'm just like, yeah, okay. So she is currently covered in a big gray fleece blanket. She is just a series of lumps on top of a chair. And she got her Widow podcast on, featuring her little dudes.
Regulation podcast, stream 'em.
Regulation podcast. I talked. I don't know if you were awake for that yesterday, hun. But I talked about Mario Party March, and just how good it's been. No, you were here yesterday because I discussed how it was kind of a spiritual successor to Uno the movie, and then Lila in chat brought up the fact that one of the classic shitty dudes of Rooster Teeth was in that.
Yeah. There were so many of those.
I think, like, how many were... There's two that come to mind right out the gate.
The CEO was a known shithead wife abuser. Like, one of the...
Wait, which...
ones.
Okay, was the CEO a founder?
No.
Okay.
It was the guy who bought it off the founders.
Gotcha.
And a police report on him. Like, that's how serious
Oh.
it was.
No, Lila, not Matt. Matt, I haven't heard a single bad thing about Matt Hullum, honestly.
Don't curse it.
Oh, God.
They
Oh,
don't
not
make jokes.
Matt.
They
It was
don't
a
make
different
early
Matt.
2000s jokes, bro.
Yeah, but, like, that just kind of gives us, like, a baseline to work off of, you know? Like, I think of the original... Because there's, like, a handful of, like,
I think
folks...
Joel is definitely the worst.
Oh, yeah. I don't even... Would you call... Like, Joel was, like, early Rooster Teeth, but I wouldn't call him a founder, personally.
No, he was in that group of friends for a long time.
Yeah, he was.
Like crypto crazy.
Oh, God. He was, like... Because I remember, like, he was one of those, like,
Gold hawkers.
Yeah! He did all that sort of shit.
I need my head out of here, actually.
Oh, are you getting claustrophobic?
No, I'm just like, I feel weird.
Alright. 1 second, everybody. I have to go free my wife from her eternal night.
It is much too bright in here. Man should not have attained fire.
Home!
Oh, right.
Riding home!
Cover me back up. It's too bright.
Okay, covering back up.
I have to put my face up. Oh, man, top of my head.
Hold on, everybody. There we go.
Oh, can you let XIV know that he can come in here?
Oh, yeah, sure. Appropriately, Natalie is actually wearing the, like, heavy metal Hades shirt, which is a character we'll see a little later. Hello, Selnyam! Welcome! Free her from the cocoon. She decided she wanted to go back in the cocoon. She's not done cooking yet. She's got a little bit of like of melting to do before she can reform as a beautiful butterfly.
It's crazy how it becomes soup.
It's so crazy.
What does it mean for Morphin lore?
It means nothing for Morphkind lore. Every time we learn a new animal fact. I swear to God. Hold on. I gotta... Natalie says... Alright. There's like a handful of like early Rooster Teeth guys that just like I'd never hear anything about outside of like, oh yeah, I remember they voiced this character. Like fucking Jason? What the hell happened? Like all I know about Jason is he voiced Tucker.
Jason Saldana?
Yeah, that guy.
I just know his name and that he's a cool dude.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad he's a cool dude. Or oh god, who voiced Donut? Oh, I don't remember his name. Anyway. Like, a lot of, like, the early Rooster Teeth guys, like, most of them, if they suck in, like, the normal ways. Like, the ways that, like, don't get you, like, you know,
On a list.
on a list or, like, a multiple paragraph Reddit post detailing your many what's the word I'm looking for? Crimes, nefarious deeds. Like they just kind of like Bernie kind of sucks on occasion. Bernie's kind of like a shill on occasion.
Tech bro, unfortunately. He's
Yeah.
the first buyer of Tesla.
Yeah,
First
yeah.
one to buy stupid tech scam bullshit.
Yep.
He's like one of those guys that's like, if I get a credit card implanted in my hand, I would love it.
Yeah. So just like kind of normal way of sucking. Like I don't necessarily foresee Bernie like causing like the downfall of society on his own, but he's definitely like a what's the word I'm looking for? What's that thing where like you're not the person who does it, but you encourage someone else to do it? Sort of an enabler. He's an enabler. Jeff's nefarious deeds are well documented. Lest we forget that one conversation he had with Gavin years and years ago. That everybody was just like, hey guys, this is actually kind of fucked up, the thing you're talking about.
Well, they're doing more recent stuff that Jeff and Gavin did.
Oh no.
But, you know, that was documented as well.
Oh no. But then you got like the stuff where it's just like, oh yeah, this shit was bad enough that like you got kicked out of the company, and it's just like, okay. Like there is at the very least seemingly a line that does get drawn.
Listen, they're day drinking and getting drunk using liquor provided by the company. And that would have been bad shit.
Oh yeah. Anyway, we should probably like play the game. We have story to get through. And it's been a bit. But how's everybody doing today? Hope everyone's doing well. We're gonna talk to our merry band here. Let's go talk to Minfilia first. Hi, Minfilia. I'm going to train harder. Having seen what you've achieved, it's the least I can do. Hello, Xanda. Welcome. Alice. Hi, Alice. It seems I was wrong about your friend. Had Fayoul not stepped in, you'd be frolicking with the fairies by now. I'm doing pretty good, making G-poses for VR April. Oh, I get to talk about that. Okay, so it's VR April. Don't believe the lies of Lala April or April. No, wait. That one's not fun to say out loud, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But don't believe the lie. Oh, no. Fuck. August is better. August is better. Shit. Anyways, don't believe the lies. It's Viera April, everybody. Viera April. That one's also a little dicey. Not quite as dicey as the one for Aura, unfortunately. August is better. It rolls off the tongue better. It feels good to say. Viera April. But it is also very dicey. Nobody thinks about how these things like sound said out loud, honestly. It's only ever written down. Anyway, regardless. Not here to talk about that. What I am here to talk about is what I'm doing to commemorate this. So this is one of those things. Final Fantasy XIV has like a lot of like fan driven little month-long challenges like this, where a lot of times like you'll get a list of prompts and then people will do like little writing exercises or G poses based on the prompts given. One that I have participated in was FF14 Right, which I participated in 2022 and 2023. Skipped 2024 because holy shit, there was a lot going on. Do we get to wear hats? No. Well, it depends on the hat. Some hats you can. But this year, wanting to get on the train for that, I have opted to basically when co-host was still around, rest in peace Eggbug, I had a big comprehensive list of all the fanfics that I wrote for Igeld Sjork, over the course of the entire canon, listed in canon order, or at the very least, like, bulk canon order. There's certain stories that cover, like, multiple points of the story within them, so, like, I kind of try to organize it by, like, the bulk of the story takes place during this, so that I just blah, 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 blah. You know, you get it. You understand. So what I've been doing is I've been working to recreate that master post, which unfortunately I won't be able to keep updated like I did with co-host, because it's not like a singular post that I can edit. God, I fucking miss co-host so goddamn much. Yeah, I started putting that together, and I am updating it every day of April. With another batch of fanfics. For the first 6 days, because I've written 66 fanfics for iGaled. Finished 66. There's a 67th one that I haven't... no, there's actually 2 I haven't finished yet. One of them is a Maya Capra timeline. No! One of them is dual Warriors of Light timeline. And then another is a quote-unquote bad end timeline. Hello, Kale. That's so cool. I'll need to read them. Yeah. But I've otherwise written about 66 fanfics for iGaled. And for the first 6 days, I'm uploading 3 per day, and then for everything for the rest of the days of the month after that, I am going to post 2 a day. Your chat blocker right here. Good thing nobody's said anything, because nobody hangs out in Lita Hran. There she is. There's our Goral. But yeah, it'll be nice. I've got friends who are excited to check it out that unfortunately haven't gotten. I don't think Jazz has gotten past Stormblood yet. Like, I think she's mid Stormblood. Nobody doing Pixie dailies? Nah. Why would they be doing Pixie dailies? What did Pixie dailies ever do for everybody? Oh wait, no, hold up. There's one. They might be doing Pixie dailies. Alright, we gotta continue. But yeah, I think I'm having fun with it, honestly. I have to go between my, like, posts on my old co-host posts on archive.org and my my 2 FF14 write threads from Twitter to collect, like, the spoiler information and the little blurbs that I wrote about each fic, in order to, like, properly, like, put everything down on phone buzz. Un momento, por favor. Alright, I gotta do that. Oh shit, that is something that happened. Okay, I'll talk about that in a moment. I did run into one issue. Hi, Kel. Welcome back. I did run into one issue where I think the earliest fic that I wrote, which was Igeld's Ulda Caper. I had never posted that, I think, until I made the master post on co-host. And thus, I had never taken a screenshot for it, so I actually had to go into the game, take a screenshot to post with it, and put that up on that day. So that is a brand new screenshot of Igeld's Shork that I used for that. Yeah, it's the thread is mid Heavensward right now. Oh, for which day was it? Igeld's Ulda Caper was one that I kind of just wrote on my own. Like, I didn't write that for, like, a specific challenge. I think I put that up on day 2 of Viera April. But you can go check the full thread. You should be able to find it pretty easily in my media tab. for just everything that I've posted so far. I'm excited to share more of it, honestly. It was pure luck that we managed to hold the Umorans at bay long enough for you to succeed. We have earned some good fortune, and while it is plain we have not seen the last of General Ranjit, I for one am glad to delay our reckoning with him a while longer. I could take him. Though the battle is over, the war is far from won. Let us fix our gaze upon the road ahead. Alright, gaze. To the road ahead! The wheel turns. Thancred wishes to have a word with the hero of the hour. I knew you could do it, and not only because of your blessing. You have a strength all your own, and it has seen us through many a trial. With the warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It is time we were going, together, needless to say, to the bitter end, the fate of our two worlds being at stake and all that. In a fight, right? Yes, in a fight. I do not want to fuck General Ranjit. I'm going to pronounce the old man's name Granchi. Alright. Ranjit. Granchi. Uh-huh. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much and more may have happened while we were frolicking with the Fey folk. That Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful the city was spared Yulmor's attentions, but I would sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for all of us when I say that I've had a bellyful of ill-meg. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. Good plan. Even if he turns into a sick dragon? I don't really like Ranjit. No, let them play. He doesn't. He just wears a sick dragon. It's true. Whoa, what the fuck? Hold on. What the hell is going on with my CPU usage? Did I get switched back to software rendering? Hold on. Hold on. Output. I did get switched to software rendering. How the fuck did that happen? Okay, I'm gonna need to stop streaming for a bit to see if I can fix this. I will be right back. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like, for whatever reason, it didn't even give me hardware rendering as an option. And because it wasn't there, it just defaulted to software rendering, which always completely fucking tanks my goddamn, like, computer. But we're back. Hello. I guess it was kind of a good thing that I had so much of that first part where I just wasn't moving. I have a dragon, but I didn't give her COVID, so she's not sick. I love sick dragons. Welcome back. Thank you. So how can we start this one? Okay. So there is actually a bit of gaming news. And that bit of gaming news is that there's a trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the movie. I am personally a little bit sick hearing about that series. IMHO. In my honest onion.
A little bit, he says.
A little bit, I say, sighing deeply.
But the movie could change nothing.
What?
The movie could change nothing, Gage.
It could change everything. No, it's not. This one doesn't have Nicolas Cage, so it's inferior. That's true. Willy's Wonderland will always be the better movie. At Willy's Wonderland. I'm gonna let this ad play. And then when we come back, I will continue talking about why I'm tired of Five Nights at Freddy's. Because it may not be for the reasons that Natalie is implying. Or it might be. It could. It's up in the air. You ever watch the Banana Splits horror movie? I have not. I heard that one was kind of fun, actually. I wonder if Do you think the Banana Splits horror movie had any impact on why, like, the Banana Splits are, like, a crime gang in Jellystone? Playing an ad? I thought we were playing Final Fantasy XIV, the critically acclaimed MMORPG from Square Enix. Yeah, the one with the free trial that lasts up until level 70. It includes the award-winning first expansion Heavensward and its follow-up Stormblood, with no restriction on playtime. Willy's Wonderland was so good, nothing could top it. Willy's Wonderland 2, maybe. Did you know there's a video game about Willy's Wonderland? It's a beat-em-up, and the main character doesn't even fucking look like Nick Cage. I saw that, I was so mad. You're missing the point. This is a Nick Cage vehicle. Where am I going? I have to go to Quizdario. It's a beat-em-up? I think it's like, I want to say it's like a one-on-one kind of beat-em-up. I always thought they were a wacky gang in the original show. I'm not familiar with Banana Splits as they were. A lot of my knowledge of, like, classic Hanna-Barbera is being supplanted by, Jellystone. Hold on. Like, I mean, yeah, you know, oh god, what's his name? Snagglepuss? Snagglepuss was always voiced by Dana Snyder. What do you mean? I thought they were a band who got up to shenanigans. Yeah, true. Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. The thing that Natalie's whispering about over on the other side of the room. Because everything Hanna-Barbera had to be a band so they can include musical segments. Yeah. Jellystone had a really good episode where I want to say, like, the crux of the episode was, like, the joke was there's so many, like, Scooby-Doo knockoffs. Just, like, a bunch of, like, bands of teenagers that solve mysteries that were from Hanna-Barbera. Like Josie and the Pussycat. Josie and the Pussycats was a standout. They had tails and ears for hats. Oh, the ad's over, right. So, okay. I once saw somebody say that, God, what was it? If Harry Potter had like anthropomorphic animal people in it, furries would be less willing to boycott it. And that's sometimes how it feels with Five Nights at Freddy's. So I get, like, a little tired of it, because it's just like, oh god, with this again. I don't want it to succeed, but I know it's going to. And it's frustrating. I don't think I would put Scott Cawthon on the same level of, like, monetary investment in terrible political choices as, like, J.K. Rowling herself. But at the same time, it's just like, he's not exactly making things better, you know? He's not as bad, but he's still bad. Yeah, like, it's not a competition. I guess is what I'm saying. Like, my distaste for, like, just the ceaseless parade of lore videos is less about, like, Five Nights at Freddy's specifically and more about mascot platformers as a whole, you know? I'll be open to say I'm down bad for Roxy, but I'm also not buying anything for her. Yeah. It'd be like that sometimes. Like, Monty could get it, but I'm not about to say, like, I'm not about to, like, give those games, like, just, like, free, like, blatant advertising. Like, yes, I did claim a free copy of fucking Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach on PS5 because it was up for PS Plus. I'm not going to stream it, though. Because, like, I'm not putting that energy out into the world, you know? You can say you want to fuck the robots without paying to not fuck the robots. If you want to fuck the robots that bad, then there's an easy solution. You create your own fictional animatronic animal robot to fuck. Easiest thing in the world. Gauge the easy solution is source film. Well, okay. Look. There are fuckable robots out there without the moral and ethical quandaries. Yeah, like, well, okay. I was gonna say Nier Automata, but also that has its own. That's more philosophical quandaries than anything. Yeah, go design a circle. God. Hi, Bobby. Alphino. I see nothing out of the ordinary. Ouyange. The city appeareth unchanged from when last I visited. There is the self-same comforting hum of activity in the air. Wait, is what about to happen what I think about to happen? Signalis is lesbian robots and better horror. True. Circles aren't robots. Anyways, I made my persona a synth for a reason. Sorry, not a circle. Go to that design a proto-gen. Yeah, like Kale. Though we've spent most of our time on the road, Benphili and I have actually have apartments here. Perhaps now we may finally make use of them. Hi, Benphilia. All seems well, thank goodness. Everybody seems like they're doing really well. Nothing bad has happened. I'm gonna eat a taki.
All seems well at the Crystarium.
Hello, wife.
Yes.
Oh, it's a voice
Yormor was
cutscene.
plainly
Even.
more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
Ah, fuck this guy. Natalie, he's here.
You certainly took your time.
Okay.
I had half resolved to complete the task
Did you
myself.
say anything about me yet?
Not yet, but give him time.
Yep.
And you are...
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations. As for my true identity...
This is very funny to me.
I am Emmett Selk, Asian.
I love that Emmett Selk, when he finally like shows up to introduce himself in Shadowbringers, is identified as Solus Zos Galvus for all of 2 lines. Because, like, we as the player knew that he was Solus Zos Galvus because he identified as himself as such in the patches to Stormblood, right? But at the same time, it's just like, oh, now he's introducing himself to the wall. Oh, it's question mark, question mark, question mark. Just like, I am Solus Zos Galvus. But actually, it was very funny. It's very funny. Just like he doesn't even try to like maintain like any other story. He just comes outright and says it. Like, Fucking... Gaius was working on this story for a year, and he just tweeted it out. Anyway.
Gaius spoke of you, a native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle? Oh, it is truly, deeply infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining?
The rejoining that isn't guaranteed to work regardless. Because y'all fucked up the 13th. Yeah, this guy likes theater.
Following the flood, the first had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight.
God.
Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink.
Actually, my pronouns are she, her.
And adding his lump and weight to the power of growth.
That was
he duly
diegetic.
tipped
That was the
scales,
character,
if
by the
only
way.
by
I
a
haven't
fraction.
figured that shit out for
Fraction was
myself
enough
yet.
to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining. Had mankind continued to live in
Taking
idleness
notes.
under Vorthry's rule, all the conditions would have been met. But you had to come and ruin it all.
Yeah, that's me.
Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters.
Are you, like, legit mad at me,
Well, I should
or...
begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased.
He's standing right there, Thancred. Like, he can talk for himself.
As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise.
I mean, you've actually been really helpful.
Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone.
I've been playing through the Endwalker patches recently and learning more about the 13th.
It did
No
cross
spoilers.
my mind to simply side with Vorthry and kill you all. But that's no different from what La Habrea did. And we all know how well that ended.
Has
for
he been
him.
helpful yet? He's confirmed a lot of things, which has been really nice. He's given us some lore.
And so,
Something to work with.
while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach. Cooperation.
Xanda, I will say this. If you are at that part of Endwalker, make sure that you've done both the Warring Triad, and then all of the role quest lines for Shadowbringers, and then every quest that unlocks after that, and then go talk to the characters involved in those quests. Because you unlock new dialogue. It's important. The Grumpy Grump arrives. I want to bully this old man so hard. So does a lot of people, in various different ways. Some violently, some sexually violent, and some violently sexual. Anyway.
I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
That's awful nice of him.
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
I don't think he said anything of the sort.
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once. Might we not seek to find common ground? For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible.
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition.
Somebody knocks at the door.
Think of it.
What's that? Pulled pork sandwich? I took a guess. Natalie's awake.
Well, I can't eat it. You don't have to make a plate.
That's why I didn't.
Thank you. Wow, forgetting me. Forgetting to make a plate for me.
Forgetting my wife?
No, it's not forgetting. It's
Forgetting my wife?
It's actually not forgetting. It's consciously making the effort.
I'm not.
Paying my wife insult? Thank you, Opal.
You heard half the shit she says to me.
Hey,
So,
only half. Thank you for the
sa-
sa-
I'm saying nice things the other half of the time.
I have no idea.
Thank you for the sandwich, Opal.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Everybody go follow Stellar Dog Opal on Twitch.
Should I
Don't
stream?
make a pulled pork sandwich.
What?
They'll make you a pulled pork sandwich.
I mean, we could have like a cookout.
You could do like a stream where like you just put together a pulled pork sandwich to eat. I bet people would watch that.
I had thought about streaming cooking before. Maybe I will.
Kale wants a pulled pork sandwich.
Who?
Kale wants a pulled pork sandwich.
Do I know Kale?
I don't know if you know Kale.
Well,
Kale, do you know Opal?
what's
You're
Kale's-
you're both in Camp Catpole.
What's Kale's pronouns?
She her? It's she her, right?
I can make her pulled pork.
Hold on. Waiting for confirmation. Waiting for confirmation. She they?
She's in.
I don't know. They she. Okay, other way around. They she.
I can make them / her pulled pork sandwich. Anyway, hold on.
Okay. I'm typing it in caps for lore reasons. Okay. For lore reasons? Deep Kale lore? Oh god, I want to make a pulled pork for you all now. Fill the crock pot with it. Hell yeah. But angry. Sorry, Kale, I wanted to be sure. Twitch VOD doesn't get the deep Kale lore. I'm gonna take a bite of this sandwich real quick. Selnyam, I keep hearing about you like cooking stuff. I'd love to try your cooking sometime, honestly. Make half of it with my scorpion pepper hot sauce. Hot fucking damn. Okay. I'm on board. Natalie, you hearing this shit?
Yeah.
Scorpion pepper hot sauce.
It's like one of the newer pepper varietals.
Is it? That's neat.
Like, it's cousin to Pepper X.
Cousin to Oh, Pepper X is the one that looks like shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're requesting death, I see. I like spicy food. I don't know if I've found specifically my spicy tolerance just yet.
Have you tried the 4x Spice Bulldog?
Have I tried the 4x one? I think
You
the...
tried the 2x spicy.
I've had the 2 times, and that one is, like... That one's tough to get through, but I can do it. What have I had? I've had the regular spicy, I've had the 2x spicy, and I've had the carbonara. I've never had scorpion pepper before. You know how, like, different peppers have different tastes beneath all the heat? It's scorpion pepper, like, closer to habanero or closer to jalapeno?
No clue.
Well, Salnyan might be able to answer. Again, underneath the heat, there's flavor. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like with spicy, closer to habanero, and sits at 2 million Scoville. Is it Scoville or Schmidt that it's just like the guy takes the pain and it's just like, oh yeah, that feels like a 10 bajillion. I feel like that's the Schmidt pain index and not Scoville. Is Scoville based on something that can be measured? Who can say? I'm gonna take another bite of this sandwich. 1 second. The 3 times spicy kicks your ass up front, but cools off fast, and the aftertaste is good. That's what you got, and that's what you need, honestly. Spicy can't just be like painful. It has to like taste good once all is said and done. You gotta hit me with something nice after that ordeal, you know? I need some fucking aftercare! Anyway. Trap card.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian Slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions.
I like my spice to be delayed so you get a bunch of flavor and then suddenly start sweating and go, oh, there it is. I think I like that too. Some of my favorite spicy flavors are like sweet spicy flavors, personally. Like, I got these fucking dragon sweet chili Takis right now, which are a new Taki flavor, and I think might be my favorite. Yeah, because you get like the sweet part of it up front. And the spice isn't like super intense on these, but like you kind of get a hint of it towards the back end. Can you imagine Oriashi throws the card and just launches directly in his third eye? Just like, ow, fuck! Like it wasn't even an illusion, he was just there. What is the third eye made of? Is it bone? Do we know? Excuse me.
I do think that there's lore about the Garlean eye.
Okay, hold on.
I think it's like why they can't use magic.
Keratin-like, I believe. Ugh. It's an egg. It's like a fucking insect exoskeleton. Do they have like some sort of, do they have like any kind of like obsession with the size of the third eye? Like it's just like if you have my third eye is massive and that means I'm super powerful. But like it doesn't actually mean anything.
Your counsel is duly noted.
Wouldn't shock me if Emmett made sure to cause Third Eye size envy when he founded the Empire. Seems like the sort of thing he'd do.
Suck the third eye. You think I'm third eye blind?
Oh my god. That was really good. Natalie, quick question. If I go crazy, then would you still call me Superman? Wait, no, that's not Third Eye Blind. That's Three Doors Down. Fuck! Hold on. What's the Third Eye Blind song? And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made... Natalie, when everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. Thank you. You were close, you had the spirit. I had the number right. Oh, God. Yeah, no, I was singing Kryptonite by Three Doors Down. If I go crazy, then would you still call me Superman? If I'm alive and well, would you be there holding my hand? There's a new Superman trailer.
Did they show Crypto the Wonder Dog?
Yeah, he's a little piece of shit. I love him. Superman, like, craters into the Arctic, and he calls Crypto, and Crypto's so excited to see him that he starts jumping on him and causing him more pain. Just like a dog. Okay. Nope. Oh, yeah. Hi, Ion Agenda. That was the other thing I want to talk about. We are getting a new Naked Gun that isn't just a remake or a reboot. It is a sequel to the original series. Because Liam Neeson's character is canonically a descendant of Leslie Nielsen's character. And, I mean, it looks fine. The bulk of it is made up of something of a man in a skirt joke, but like I feel like the primary punchline of that is that he somehow managed to disguise himself as like a 10-year-old girl before taking his mask off and assuming his full Liam Neeson height. But the real highlight of the trailer is the joke that it ends on, where it's just like a bunch of guys all crying in front of like a memorial wall to the actors from the original Naked Gun / Police Squad movies and TV show. But then you get to the guy at the end of the line, and he's the one kneeling in front of the picture of O.J. Simpson, and he just looks at the camera just like, no. Which is just... Fuck. I didn't get that at first, because I didn't fucking recognize O.J. Simpson in the picture. Natalie had to explain it to me later. And I was just like, oh, fuck, that's really good. Okay, we gotta talk to everybody. Finding common ground with an Asian, my entire being rebels at the very notion. Oriange, how you feel about this? That an Asian of Emmet Selk's standing should willingly reveal himself unto us, and at this of all junctures, is most interesting. Thancred, how we feeling? He appears to be gone, but I won't be lowering my guard just yet. Lest we forget, Thancred has Asian PTSD. Nymphilia. So that was an Asian. Thancred told me about them. Yeah, he's got some history. Wait, I took Talia again. Cooperation? He can't be serious, can he? Well, we've certainly been given much to ponder, but first things first, we should report this to the Exarch. You can run along, Igeld. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In light of your recent exertions, I say you've earned a rest. Come on, take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for more. Okay, I go take a nap now. Love that Alice goes from who the fuck are you to wow, fuck that guy in 5 minutes. Typical Emmet Selk reaction. Speak with the manager of suites in the Pendants. Oh god, I have to run so far. Gage, couldn't you just teleport? No. Absolutely not. Because if I just teleported, I wouldn't get to use the fun new jog ability. Ah, welcome back, miss. We've been expecting you. You will find refreshments laid out in your quarters. We hope they are to your liking. Will you be retiring now? Yes. What do you think of the new jog mechanic? It's pretty nice. I kind of miss just being able to just walk at a normal speed. Refreshments. They got Coke? Nah, they've only got Pepsi in the first. Very good, miss. I bid you a pleasant evening. It is very good. One day I'll remember it exists. Alright, Ardbert, what we talking about today? The sandwiches! The famous Shadowbringers sandwiches.
Man. I forgot that two boys hit on you at the same time. Like one right after the other.
Gage, what's up?
Two hot little grandpas hit on you.
Gage, I'm sending you a long post of Kale lore you do not have to read on stream. I'll keep an eye out for it. I am going to interpret you do not have... Should I interpret you do not have to read on stream as please do not read on stream? Just for clarification's sake? Actually, please don't read on stream. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. It's okay. It's okay. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. If you ask me outright not to, I will not. Clarification, I mean don't waste stream time reading a goddamn book. Oh, okay. Cause you know I would. You know I would do that is the thing. Do they have pulled pork in them? Maybe. Actually, they don't really look... These look more like some of those look like they got egg. Egg. I'm seeing, like, there's probably, like, some tomato, maybe some ham. It looks like they got ham in it. Only Crystal Pepsi. You know what? You know what I miss? I miss Pepsi Blue. Nobody fucking talks about Pepsi Blue. Everyone always talk about Crystal Pepsi. Bring back Pepsi Blue, goddammit. Was that egg or is that mac and cheese? Oh, that could be mac and cheese. That could honestly go either way. Like, that could be like scrambled egg in there, but it could also be mac and cheese. Can you imagine... Natalie, can you imagine the Crystal Exarch making mac and cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine him doing a lot of things.
Xanda, you have a Pepsi Blue story? How does that happen? Okay, I got the Kale lore now. He made it for Lena all the time. Oh, I'm imagining Crystal Exarch making mac and cheese for Lena now, and that's very cute. The white thin slices are BLT, the wheat bread is Italian, and the other white bread is egg salad or mac and cheese. Probably egg salad, but the mac and cheese possibility is there. So back in high school, we had the swimming sports day. The teacher had a can of Pepsi Blue, but they broke the tab, so couldn't open it. I love every art of Exarch making sandwiches. They said that anyone that could get it open could have it, so I got a metal cube we had been using for a diving game and mashed the can open. Did it have, after you, in your words, bashed it open, was there anything left for you to actually drink? Important question, Xanda. Share with the class, Xanda. Yeah, just pop the top open with the cube. Okay. Good. Kale, on a similar note, I need everybody in chat to promise not to read into this any deeper than surface level. I need everybody to promise. I need everyone to pinky swear me. I'm not reading, I'm listening. Smile face. Okay. So, back when I was streaming Silent Hill 2 for the first time, out of nowhere, I got raided by a larger streamer than I, and someone I had never heard of before. They had just like randomly found me playing Silent Hill 2. It was like late October, so they were looking for someone playing like a horror game, so they decided to raid into me. And I thought that was really nice, and I was just like, I gotta see what led up to me being raided. And it was just really funny, just like watching, and then just like, oh, who's this? Acid Shark. Oh, it's a shark girl. And I'm just like, I mean, I guess I can't, like, blame them for the confusion, given this would have been my PNG tuber, which, like, I mean, despite the fact that those are definitely pecs, Audrey and B did draw that PNG tuber kind of vavoom, admittedly, you know? And just, like, I'm sitting there, I'm just like, how do I feel about that? Now, again, I'm asking everybody not to read into this because this is something for me to figure out at my own pace. Please and thank you. Please respect that. Please respect that. Please respect that. Please respect that. Saying it 3 times to make it reality. But yeah, it was very funny to me. I will say I'm pretty glad that I at least have one of those names that kind of works in both directions, though I may add an I to it if anything ever comes to that. Although the only reason I know to add an I to it is because of like Borderlands 2, so I don't know if I want to give Randy Pitchford that much credit. God, fucking Randy Pitchford jump scare on the Nintendo Direct after I got so excited about fucking Deltarune. Am I fucking right? Like, what the hell? It's just like, I was so happy about Deltarune, just like, oh, fuck, Randy! Oh, God. Oh. Alright, got this plate out of the way. Gulp. Energy drink. Let's go ahead and continue. I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray, take your rest and recover.
From the XIV.
Oh shit, God, Ardbert, fuck!
With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. You probably think you're talking to yourself. Still, he's keeping you well fed. Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort.
So one thing that I notice here that I do want to say that I appreciate is that... Important question. Did the Exarch make the sandwiches when you left Ilmeg or when you were on the way back? Probably on the way back. So important thing to note here is that I didn't think about this until this exact cutscene, but so ever since 7.0, FF14 has had this function for the auto advance where it's only active for voiced lines, and I thought that meant it was just active for voiced cutscenes, but I am realizing now, just based on this particular cutscene, that no, it is specific to text boxes that are voiced. So, like, if you're in the middle of a cutscene where there is, like, a single unvoiced text box, that text box is gonna fucking wait till you're ready to go. And I appreciate that.
But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around. A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history in the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emmett Selk we should be concerned about.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining.
That's actually good Quarrier of Light.
Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them.
I gotta be right back, folks. One moment. Never mind, it wasn't that long. Natalie just needed my phone to order food. Spaghetti and meatballs time. Gonna watch while I cook. Alright. Enjoy spaghetti and meatball. Oh shit, I found a recipe for the sandwiches. Number 1, they use egg salad. Ah! Fucking knew it. Oh! Right, there's the cookbook now. Does the cookbook have the Exarch sandwiches? I never would have thought about that.
Sushi Masa on DoorDash? Or what is it on?
I'm pretty sure Sushi Masa's on DoorDash. Or Grubhub. Well, Grubhub's what I opened. Let me see. I could have sworn I've ordered Sushi Masa off that before. Hold on. That is wild. I could have sworn. Hold on. Check my previous orders. It's closed.
It's 7:30 on a Thursday.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm gonna check their website directly.
Error fetching available order times. Maybe they're not open today for some reason?
Online ordering hours 3 to 9. I'm gonna order on this website. Oh, this is DoorDash.
Oh, maybe they changed their contract. Number 1, they use egg salad, but number 2, they use katsu sando, which is like katsudon chicken breast. Let me look, I have it. I don't remember because I think the cookbook is like in lore from around Eorzea. Page 58, sandwich basket, complete with little Artbert. Aw. Oh, wait. Selnyam with the win. What are we all waiting for, though? Hold up. Hold up. According to the book, they are roast beef, egg salad, and lettuce sandwiches. Okay. Roast beef. You wouldn't roast a beef. All right, we gotta continue.
But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly.
Oh yeah? Well, what if you're the guy from John Wick 4?
What we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
Or the guy from Rogue One. Same guy. Anyway. Cost us everything we hold dear. What will you say? Not everything. Tell me about Seto! Tell me about Seto. Tell me about Seto. Kaiba. Smile.
What? What about Seto? What is there to say? All right. He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big. And he obviously couldn't speak.
Excuse
I
me.
had no idea how much that medallion meant to him.
Aww. He loves his weird camel bird.
What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto. Chocobo, perhaps? Come on. You tell me something for a change.
Yeah, I got a chocobo named Hazel, and I got a fire drake named Vincent. They're my best friends. They helped me storm. They helped me storm Al Amigo. It was a lot of fun. We found a motorcycle. Oh. Wow. Who ate my sandwiches? Oh, I ate my sandwiches. That's right. Punches my fist. Cracks my neck. Ate like 14 sandwiches. Nope, the bird did. Fucking shoe bill. Goddamn. Hello, sir. A party soon divided. The manager of Sweets is in a cheerful mood. Based on this image, I don't think I'm going to be. I'm so happy I can have that emote now just to punch my fist everywhere. I don't know. Do I have that one? I don't know. Good morning to you, miss. I do hope you are well rested. The Exarch and your companions are presently gathered in the Ocular. He asks that you convene with them at your earliest convenience. Okay. You can buy it with PvP crystals if not. Ah, yeah. Hold on. What's that one called? Maybe I have it already. Can you still buy in PvP? I thought it was season 1. Well, it's determined. I think what Selnion means is less unlocking it via the fucking 14 battle pass and more about like using the PvP crystals in the PvP crystal specific store over on the Wolf's Pier. They just brought back some of the old season rewards about. No shit! What the fuck are we doing in the Crystarium then? Hold on. Wait. I need to check what I've got for currency. Hold on. I have 500. Hold on. Let me go check. I don't think that's gonna be enough to get me anything. You ain't getting shit. No, probably not. Oh god, I don't want to do PvP. I hate PvP so much. It's not my favorite thing. Yeah, that ain't enough. Gauge no, save your teleportation. It's fine. I got like 750,000 gil. It's all good. I do want to see what they have though. Hold on. Framer kits. Persuasive Perseverance. Those are 3,000. Fuck off. Shaded Spectacles. Protonaut. Clown. Got a Filja Horn. I think the cheapest is 1,000, but if you get to rank 5, you get the Dazed emote. Nice. I just do CC because it's super quick. In Frontlines, Tank's got a baseball bat move. You can smack people away now. Nice. I haven't set up anything other than Monk's bar or hot bars. Where is it? Commendation Crystal Exchange? Oh, unavailable in New Game Plus. Wolf Mawk. I only have 780. I haven't done PvP because Red Mage PvP hotbar scares me and learning something new. Ugh. Barf. Trophy crystals, but you can sort by newly added. Oh. So only recently added items. There's just Persuasive Perseverance and Taking Sides. So it doesn't look like they've got Determined on here yet. Persuasive Persuasion. For the name, it's not the emote command name. The actual emotes. Ah, okay. That'll do it. That'll do it. Wait. Ah, determined emote. Okay, that is 3K. That's not too bad. Like, I could probably, like, blow through that just within, like, a couple matches if I'm lucky enough. And I get matched with people who actually know what they're doing. Okay, oh god, where are all my fucking buttons now? Okay, back to the Crystarium. Doing daily frontlines is quick and gives you good experience. Yeah, no, I've done that before for other stuff. I think I got this weapon from doing PvP because I remember God, Senna Briar was Senna Briar? I forget how her name's pronounced. She said it one time and I fucking don't remember. I feel so bad. She did a stream once where she roleplayed as Wook Lamont the entire time. Greatest goddamn stream I've ever watched. I took everything that she said as Wook Lamont as canon. Like, Galul Jah knowing what Riz means. And I asked her, like, hey, that's a really cool fucking gunblade. Where'd you get that? And she said she got it through PvP. I'm just like, fuck, I gotta do PvP now. But it's worth it, because, like, this... I feel like this pairs really well with, the, Yorha gear, honestly. That person's dressed really weird. That probably doesn't mean anything. Hello, sir. Let me in. Fuck. Hold up. I hit the wrong button. Sup, fuckers? What are y'all standing around for?
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Oh, we got guests? I love guests. Oh, I don't like guests as much as I thought I did.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon?
You did say that, to be fair.
Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe. Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that.
Yeah, he's pretty
Most
powerful. It's pretty
impressive.
cool.
Hey, can you jostle Mitty?
Huh?
Jostle Mitty?
Jostle Mitty? Yeah, sure. Get jostled.
Mitty,
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe?
Huh?
Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
Not after all the suffering your kind has
So
wrought. Him specifically.
I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin Eaters. Put each and every Light Warden to the sword. Prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies.
Cool. Just like that?
Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs.
I don't know. I like fisticuffs. My starting job was a monk. I'm big into fisticuffs. Well, pugilist.
And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, Let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes.
I really did get a boost with
Difficult
recent
decisions
NPC
lie ahead
updates.
of
He looks
you.
like he hasn't slept ever.
Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the eternal are privy.
I remember seeing somebody say that they were worried that they were going to make Emmett Selk too pretty with the graphics update, who then posted an update just like, actually wait, they made the dark circles under his eyes worse. It's just like, hell yeah, that's what you want.
For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
Yeah, alright. Won't be hard, I'm super cool. His walking corpse levels have increased. As they should.
What was that all about?
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips.
Crack my knuckles. Snap my bones.
Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
What reason would he have to lie? A kernel, perhaps. A corn seed, perhaps.
If he simply meant to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters.
What was that?
I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far.
We just got a ring at the doorbell. I'm gonna go find out what that was all about. Be right back, everybody. Alright, we're back. Okay. So, little behind the scenes, little shop talk here for you. Up until very recently, I was using a gaming mouse that I've been using for, like, God, maybe a year or so. That was completely on the way out. Like, depending on where you clicked on the left mouse button, it would either not click once, or click twice. And it was an absolute nightmare to use. And I've got a new gaming mouse. I did go ahead and buy one once I met my last goal, which, by the way, we have a new one. Xbox Series X games can't be played directly from the SSD, so I want to see about maybe getting a storage expansion card so that I can have more stuff installed that are like Series X enhanced games, as opposed to because just as games get bigger, a 1 terabyte hard drive becomes much smaller, unfortunately. So if you want to donate, you can do so. There's a link below the stream. It goes towards that. But I did get a new mouse, and I live in fear every time I click on something, because I'm so used to it being just like, oh god, I'm gonna need to like click on this like 5 times to get it to work properly, and then I don't have to. And it's just like, it's this weird, like, very minor tightness in my chest every time I click on something. It's just like, oh, something's gonna get fucked up here. I'm gonna have to, like, fight with my computer just to, like, actually get this all to work properly. And then I don't have to. And it's, you know, it's gonna be a healing process for me, but I'm confident that I will come out the other side of it a stronger person. And then at the exact moment that I do, the mouse is going to start fucking up again. But yeah, I wanted to make sure, so I wanted to get like a gaming mouse, not because I just like, I need gamer gear, but because like gaming mouses tend to have like the sort of like weight to them that I really like, I need that sort of like subtle tactile resistance. What mouse did you get? I think I just got a Logitech gaming mouse. It has so many angles on it, and it's the, what is that? Is that a 5? Logitech G502 Hero. Oh. Now let's have a conversation on the other side of the room on Discord, it sounds like.
Muted.
She's muted. She's muted. It came with like weights that I could add on in case I didn't think it was heavy enough. So obviously I put all the weights in there. I miss my old mouse. I had a weight compartment so that you could adjust the weight and balance. Yeah, I did that. Oh yeah, I love Logitech mice for that. It's pretty nice, honestly. I am desperately trying to like get something going here. Hold on. Every single web page I try to open is like being very difficult. Anyway, I have a red dragon because his button's TM, but it fits my hand better than a G600. Yeah, I think I like this one quite a bit. I want to get one of those like vertical mice that are supposed to be better for like your wrist and arm bones.
In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
I'm sorry, this reminds me of a line from 50 Shades. Where it's just like, Anna, in the time you've been seeing my patient, you've made more progress with him than I have in years. And this is being said to Anastasia Steele by Christian Gray's therapist. And they've been dating for like 3.5 weeks. At that point. Yes, because you let him tie you up and whip you, but you're not like a fucking pansy about it. You're curing him. You're curing him of his BDSM. Good for you. God, it's such a bad fucking... Okay.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Amarang, and Raktika remain.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to
Alright, I
proceed.
can't open Twitch for some reason. You're beating the BDSM kick out of him.
I'll take Amarang in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
Yeah. You can do it, Alice. I believe in
If there are
you.
no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
We get to go to our next
Then I would
area.
ask that you journey to Raktika. There you will find Y'shtola. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
We also meet one of my favorite NPCs in this expansion.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right, though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
Yes, last I visited her, the forest was burning down.
Trouble.
You can see it in the trailer.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
What other matters? You got invited to Smash?
A missive from Lord Vorthry.
Oh.
He invites
okay.
me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Lida Laran.
Oh, that doesn't sound like a trap at all.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take.
Hell yeah, man.
Master Alphinaud, Might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance? Of course. Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
Thank you, Major Exo. I'm trying to get into Twitch right now, in part because I want to like get the download started for something that just buzzed. Where's my phone? Did I put something on top of it? 1 second. Hold up, where is my phone? There's Natalie's phone. Did I put my phone somewhere? And then forget where I put it? Did I drop it? Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, this sucks. I forget, is this before or after you and Alphino checking out Yulmore? This would be after. Because you and Alphino checking out Yulmore is one of the introductory quest lines. You know, it's the one where like you can split, you can go hang out with Alphino first or Alice first. Alright, let's go talk to him, buddy. I confess, a great deal of my time in Kalusia was spent befriending the people, but that is not to say I gave no thought to a primary goal. Once I have escorted the Exarch to Yulmore, you can be certain I will do all I can to discern the whereabouts of any warden that may be hiding in Kalusia. Yeah, so this is his new outfit. Yeah. There are so many ruins scattered throughout Amarang. I'm honestly not even sure where to start. I have a feeling, keep an eye out for Twalies. I should be glad to apprise thee of Y'shtola's recent endeavors during our journey to Raktika. Minfili and I are no strangers to Raktika, but this is perhaps the first time we've bothered entering through the proverbial front door. Minfilia. At last I can finally meet Y'shtola. Thancred has told me so much about her. Before you leave, I would make a request of you. There is a church, or rather the ruins of a church, at Fort Job. Might I ask that you go there before seeking out Y'shtola? It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has long since fallen into disuse. Yet within that hall there remains a tablet whose writings I believe may prove of use to Y'shtola. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. A most considerate proposal. Very well. Ere we depart to Raktika, we shall journey unto Fort Job that we might secure this relic. Sounds like a plan. Safe travels, Aigeld. I pray that tablet and its contents prove of interest to Y'shtola. Let's fucking go. Alright, I'm glad that if I ask for lahis from chat, I can trust that y'all do it. Y'all will do it. I also want to see... I need to get an idea of exactly how long we've been streaming. Hold on. Content, video producer. Can I go straight to the video producer? Hold on. Okay. Okay. The creator dashboard is working. Because, like, this stream has been going for 1 hour and 13 minutes, but the first one was 3 hours and 14 minutes. So we've been going... So... When I hit 2 hours on this stream is about where we're going to start looking at winding down. So we got about 45 minutes left. I'm going to start the download of this so that I don't have to worry about trying to download 2 videos at once later on. I was thinking, okay, so behind the scenes stuff. I tend to stick to exporting directly from Twitch or downloading video files directly from Twitch whenever I am looking at... It's nice to catch a Friday stream for a change. I guess it is technically a Friday stream for you, huh? But I always export directly from Twitch to YouTube or download off of Twitch to upload to YouTube whenever I stream. Because in the past I've had trouble with like, oh, anytime like I try to record a stream, it uses up so much of my CPU power and it just becomes a whole hassle. And now I'm wondering if maybe the reason that it's causing so much issue to my CPU is because the folder that I've chosen to save videos to is one that is directly on my OneDrive, which means that as I am recording, it's also trying to upload the file to OneDrive as I'm doing it. Like, it's trying to sync and record at the same time. So I'm wondering if maybe if I were to instead set up a different folder not connected to my OneDrive, but is just simply on my computer, that maybe I would be able to start like recording while I'm streaming without any issue. Like, I was thinking about that the other day, a couple weeks back, when I was doing my big download quest to save a bunch of my old stream VODs and highlights. We've had this issue at work where stuff that's trying to write to OneDrive folders being messy. Oh yeah. I like OneDrive, honestly. Natalie has sent me a GIF on Discord that is a cat chomping at the camera with the text "bite" on it, which makes sense. But I was thinking about that while I was downloading VODs and stuff, where I was downloading them to a folder on OneDrive and was realizing that like doing so seemed to be completely fucking up my computer. I didn't have the same kind of trouble when I was downloading it to like the 2 terabyte hard drive that I got. And it dawned on me that just like maybe the reason that it's doing that is because I'm not just downloading the file, but it's trying to sync it to OneDrive simultaneously. I love the program, I do. It's very convenient in terms of accessing stuff between devices. But it's just, it is a... whoa, you know? Anyways, Fort Jab. Yeah, we gotta go over to Fort Jorb there. Gotta hit up Fort Jorb. You done a great job, Hamstray. Nice hustle out there, Homestar. You done a great job. Jorb. A great job. Cracks my neck. I saw an article, I think on Kotaku, recently about like it's like the 20 best point-and-click adventure games, and one of them was Strong Bad School Game for Attractive People, which is just like, hell yeah. Oh god, I fucking tripped up and said the phrase, check a look at this, while I was working the other day, and Natalie won't stop telling me how it's like a Strong Badism. And it is. It sounds like that. Speaking of things Natalie has asked me to ask on stream. So, Natalie and I were talking earlier today about, oh god. How do I introduce this? We were talking today about classical remedies for hysteria. And she mentioned jars full of bees. And I was just like, my immediate thought was, exactly how many bees do you need to put in a jar in order for it to function properly as a vibrator? Like, do you think anyone's tested that? Because I feel like that would have to be a lot of bees, right? They would have to be angry bees, too. How thick is the jar? Let's say it's your standard mason jar. You know, the kind of thing that you would, like, you know, use as a drinking glass if you wanted to seem quirky, or make overnight oats in. Depends on the bees. What species? Oh god. Probably not bumblebees. What's like an aggressive bee species? Bees, if you will. Mason bees for the mason jar. Is that a kind? Why not bumblebee? I don't know. Because you couldn't fit too many bumblebees in there. They're too fat and fluffy. Japanese hornet. Japanese hornet isn't a bee. That's a wasp. Wait, is it a bee? I don't know these things for sure, honestly. Hornets are generally, are classically wasps, right? It's a hornet? Okay. What do you think? A wasp? I guess? Another question Natalie wanted me to ask on stream. We were talking about robots and the companies that make them. And Natalie... Aren't they just... Is a hornet a different thing from a wasp? Is a hornet not a wasp variety? A varietal? Okay, now I'm just... This is some... Why don't I have my phone? This is some... You're doing some Mandela effect shit to me. God damn it. Oh, God. I'll ask my robot question once we're back from break. Or back from the ad, which is going to go up in like a minute and a half. We're asking the real questions here. I do not doubt this place may weather another assault by the Sin Eaters, but they cannot hope to hold it should the Umoran soldiers return. Even with their limited numbers, the Guard can use the terrain to their advantage. Perhaps I can convince the captain to lay a few traps out in the field. I'm running in a dungeon, so I can't Google. A shark... Is a shark not just a fish varietal? I mean... Technically, no. Because then you're, like, talking about, like, bony fish versus, like, cartilaginous fish. And, like, fish aren't all as, like, homogenous as, like, their documentation would have you believe. It's a whole thing. Thancred and I have come across these ruined churches before. I wish I could have seen them before the flood. The windows were works of art, I'm told. Big kitty. Here amidst these ruins we will find the Church of the First Light, and within that hallowed hall the tablet we seek. Time is of the essence, my friend. Let us be quick. At the height of Lakeland's prosperity, these sites serve not as man's final bastion, but as testament to his ingenuity and architectural prowess. They are not the same, different color patterns, and hornets are larger. Okay, Wait, so are they wasps or not? Hornets are a subspecies of wasp, I think, based on symbol searching. Okay. Okay. So then I don't think you could use hornets for a bee jar vibrator. I don't think, like, that, like, you're skewing the data at that point. You know? So I think we would need to stick specifically to bees. So you would need, I would assume you would need a particularly aggressive bee, one that gets, like, very, very quick to anger, because you need all of them to be buzzing at the same time, I would assume, in order to get those good vibrations. Alright, we're in an ad break now. According to Manitoba government, they're similar, but yeah, Xanda got it. Okay, all hornets are wasps, not all wasps are hornets. Hornets are a type of wasp that is larger. The Church of the First Light was responsible for many such marvels, building majestic chapels in every corner of the realm. Alas, the flood with its inexorable tides would drown nigh every one, and did all but put an end to the religion as a whole. For the creatures which then did rise from that fulgent deluge were seen as agents of divine punishment, sent to devour sin and sinner both, whence came the name Sin Eater. What if they had a hive built into a mason jar? What you would need is the queen bee and her pals. Yeah, I mean, then they just follow it in. But I think the only problem... So, I think the only problem there is that if you had the queen bee, and you put the queen bee in the jar, and the bees followed it into the jar, you would also have bees sticking to the outside of the jar. And you don't want to put bees directly on your junk there, because that's just asking for trouble. Wouldn't the hive muffle some of the buzzing? Yeah, probably. Surely it would be easier to put some kind of mechanical vibrating bee in the jar. Well, now you're just talking crazy. Are we sure you aren't suffering from hysteria, Xanda? Here, take this jar of bees and go give yourself a hand. God. Fuck. All right. The people were lost, seemingly forsaken by their god. Yet where there is light, there hath ever been shade, and 'twas in the dark they sought solace. The most devout of these worshippers of shadow did then migrate to the Raktika Greatwood. But that is a tale for another time. For now, let us find what remaineth of the chapel here. Yeah, alright. Oh, is the ad over? Okay. So Natalie posed the question to me when we were discussing robots and the functions thereof, about how like a lot of the companies that are like trying to make like utility robots right now all kind of suck. So she asked me, what company would you want to make a robot that would function as a servant, and what company would you want to make a robot that you could fuck? And I've given it a little bit of thought. I still don't know who I would want making a robot as a servant, but I think, like, the company that makes all those, like, robot toys, like the big lumbering ones or, like, the little Aibo dogs, I think I would want them to make the fuckable robot. Because I feel like, you know, when a lot of people think, like, oh, fuckable robot, they think about, like, a fuckable robot that is, like, made up to look like a human. But I feel like you would still be dealing with a lot of the uncanny valley there, and it would just be kind of awkward. I think if something was very blatantly a robot, then it would be a lot less awkward to fuck said robot. Dyson hit it. Selnyam, you were, like, right there. You had that ready to go. You've given this some thought. Oh, God. What do I do with this? Do I go into it? Does it go into me? Do I shake rub it like a genie's lamp? Faint buzzing is heard in an attached timer. The final sting shows up. Oh, no! Despite their architectural prowess, I can't make neither head nor tail of anything in this place. You would think the remnants of a church would be more conspicuous. Oh, yeah, shit. I mean, this just looks like a church. Like, this is a church. Oh, yeah, yeah. 'Twould be most unusual, but mayhap the hall was built below ground. Mayhap. Do I have that blue mage spell? Okay, hold on. I gotta save video. Shabingi. Part 1. Way to close the game already, damn. Hitachi makes vibe wands and power loaders. I trust them to make my sex bot. That's true. That's a very good point, honestly. Still, I do appreciate that you just had those answers ready to go. I haven't found Minfilia. I gotta know what Minfilia's thoughts are in this search. If Minfilia isn't on screen, the audience should be asking, where's Minfilia? Ooh, I'm moving kind of slow. Hold on. Oh, well, this is moving kind of quickly. How much is left of this? A minute and a half? I'll just let it go. I'm moving through molasses because I got something downloading and syncing to OneDrive at the same time, despite the fact that I already talked about how this was a bad idea, and yet I decided not to save this locally first before uploading it to OneDrive. Woo! Hear me out, why not Hitachi for both? I don't like Dyson for anything besides vacuum. God. I still maintain that you need somebody that kind of like understands like the aesthetic appeal of like, okay. So you know I, Robot, the movie with Will Smith? I don't think I would fuck the newer model robots from that movie. But I could definitely see myself getting with one of the older models that don't have a face. Alphys voice, why would you make a robot you can't fuck? Exactly. Alfie's from that one fan comic gets it. Where is Minfilia? Minfilia! I need your thoughts on the matter. Not on the fuckable robot thing, on the church. There she is. Anyways, how I like my persona. There you go. People with proto-gens get it. I've seen no sign of the church, but it must be around here somewhere. Yeah. I see no sign of the church. God, where could the church be? It's a mystery, Minfilia. It's impossible to know for sure. I say the girl's smart. I say I like the girl, but she's about as bright as a sack of hammers. Oh boy. Does Minfilia not know what a church is and is just playing along? That's true. Minfilia may not know what religions is. Is Minfilia aware of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? Oh, sup, fuckers. Aye, this is indeed the church we seek. I'm not a protogen, I'm not sheer. I'm not sheer. Okay. I'm just saying, protogens know what's up. And you also know what's up. I was just saying. I promise. I meant nothing about it. I meant nothing by it. The food Natalie has ordered has arrived.
Gyoza in there for you.
I got gyoza?
Yeah.
Hot damn. Love gyoza. That's good because I'm still kind of hungry. It's surprisingly intact. What little is left of the churches I've seen until now has always borne the scars of decades of disuse. She does know what churches is. Its subterranean construction hath done much to protect the hall from the ravages of time. Yet the reason for its remarkable preservation may be deduced from its decoration. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My spaghetti and meatballs was very good. I got a thing about spaghetti and meatballs. I can't enjoy it like I perhaps once did. I'm also hungry. Do I bother my parents and eat food at 10:30 p.m.? Perhaps. God, is that what the time it is? Oh no. Right, you're in like Eastern Canada. Okay, here we go. Yozer. God, when's season 2 of Dorohedoro coming out? I made very, very tiny meatballs. My little meatball is so saucy. My spaghetti is too big for the tiny meatball. It roll right off at the plate. Ragu on my niece and nephew. I'm weird. Atlantic Canada even. I'm an hour later than East. I didn't realize there was a difference between, like, when I said, like, Eastern Canada, I meant, like, the easternist Canada. I didn't realize there was a specific designation of it as Atlantic Canada. Good to know, though. We learn something new every day here on the Shark Stream. As faith in the light did wane, so rose reverence for the dark. And its followers did want for places of worship. To be plain, the standards which do adorn these walls belong not to those who built them, but to worshippers of the dark, the Knights Blessed. Ah, big fan of the Knights Blessed. They have the cutest leader ever. He's so good. And then there's Newfoundland, half an hour later than us. God, they just keep going east. I think I have ancestors who settled in Newfoundland. I'm pretty sure. Oh, we Screan? Can I get a Scree in chat? Who subsequently migrated to Raktika, yes? Indeed. 'Twas beneath the shaded boughs of the Raktika Greatwood that they finally found sanctuary. There's Prince Edward Island, which is 30 minutes off. Good lord. La Scree? Often, many times, did you or more make spurious overtures of friendship unto them, but they are no fools. The Exarch knoweth full well that Y'shtola in her seclusion doth labour to learn all she may of the blessed and their past. 'Tis why he sent us here, I now see. PEI is Atlantic time, Newfoundland is the 30-hour difference. What? Oh. The tablet of which he spoke, no doubt provideth a glimpse into the history of that she so yearneth to comprehend. How has she never come here before? She's been here for 2 years. Has she just been fucked off to Raktika the whole time? Oh. Well then, we better hurry up and find it. Funny answer, Exarch put the tablet here while she was gone. Whomst? Hold on, I just felt a what just buzzed? Is my phone over here? Is that Natalie's phone? Could be anything. Alright, was it the bee jar? God. I thank we. Can anyone tell me what this infernal tablet even looks like? I assume we'll know it when we see it. Were the tablet a fragment of Holy Scripture, it would most assuredly rest here on this altar. Yet this would, I presume, also have been where the blessed placed the font of seeing used in the practice of their faith. Whither, then, would they have set the tablet? Nymphilia! I can barely see my hand in front of my face. Only that torch were a little closer. I'm going to stand right here and look. Search your surroundings for the tablet. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target an area and inspect it with right R2/X. Let's look at Thankwood. Oh, he just said the same thing. Funnily enough, Australia is a place that has half-hour time zones. And I think, isn't, like, China just one consistent time zone throughout the whole country? which is buck wild to me, but I bet it makes it convenient to a certain extent. Okay, hold on a second. Wait just a moment here. So I should try and see. Is it here? Is it in this one? I don't think it would be in this one because we're underground, right? Yeah, I don't think it would be in here. There it is. That wasn't what I was looking for just now, but... You have located the time-worn tablet. Believe me, whenever I'm, like, trying to, like, scan those, like, search areas, there's a very specific thing I'm looking for. Once we start seeing it, you'll understand. Yeah. Alright. Within the altar, thou sayest. Yeah, dog. Bird up. I certainly hope this is what we were looking for. How were you able to see it in the dark? And inside the altar of all places? Oh, I got cool fucked up lizard eyes. Don't worry about it. Hi, Rayanje. Naught escapeth thine eye, 'twould seem. This is indeed the tablet we seek. Curious. These engravings predate the Knights Blessed. If I'm not mistaken, they are writ in the script of the ancient empire of Ronka, whose capital once stood in the midst of what is now Raktika. 'Twill be no small matter to decipher them. A fine gift for our seeker of truth. 'Tis plain the Exarch understandeth Y'shtola only too well. But come, let us quit this place and make ready for our journey to the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods. Oh god. Choking on spit. Fuck. I'm okay. I'm okay. Oh god. Whew. Oh, I just got like a fucking head rush all of a sudden. At least it's not bees. You're right. Holy shit, Gage, you can't die yet. I'm not dying. I refuse to die. Not when I can't turn you into soup. Wait. What? Arianje's ready to leave, but not before first offering a piece of advice. Oh, God, fuck. Ere we depart, there is a custom of the Knights Blessed which I feel compelled to elucidate. As one might expect, they deem light to be abhorrent, and everything it touches befouled. Thus do they take the utmost pains to protect all they can from its taint, including their very names. To speak plain, it is the belief of the blessed that one's own name must ne'er be uttered in the light of the everlasting day. Yet this commandment precludeth not the use of another's. Thus do parents protect their children, and in rare cases, masters their disciples. Dude, I am indeed still hungry, but I must wait for it. Do you know, Lahi? Allow me to elucidate while you ruminate. So the eastern states, Tasmania, Victoria, New South Wales, and Queensland are all on Australian Eastern Standard Time, except when we have Australian Eastern Daylight Time, which Queensland doesn't use. So it is that Y'shtola hath taken the name of Master Matoya. Lest we offend them, I bid you speak not our true name in the Blessed's presence. With that in mind, let us speak with the guard who keepeth the vigil at the great wood's border. Yeah, alright. Oh, fuck. Gee, Ishtola, interesting name choice. Any particular reason why?
Start listening.
Oh. I know I have no reason to, but I can't help feeling very nervous about meeting Ishtola. No, you should be nervous. She can be a lot at times, while other times not quite enough. So I just realized if you remove the light from the sky, does that mean the blessed can use their real names again? Yeah, conceivably. And she will not regret this. No, Y'shtola will not regret it. It will be good to see Y'shtola again. I pray thee heed mine explanation of blessed customs. 'Twould be ill-advised to provoke their ire. I don't want to provoke their ire. Their leader's too cute. He's a cute guy. Well met, traveler. What business? What business brings you here? Bunny, banana, banana. Yes, of course. Right this way. What? Chat! Can I get a lahi in chat?
How far he goes, man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked. The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow. And so he braves the forests of Raktika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
We have arrived. Vast though these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable.
So I muted briefly for the voice cutscene, but Natalie has a special announcement. Natalie, shout it from the rooftops!
New pickle menu!
You heard it here first, but well, you might not have heard it here first, but you heard it here, folks. Folks, I'm still working off that spit I was choking on. I don't like pickles. But you might. And if you have a Popeyes near you, you get you some pickle. Folks. You've heard it here, folks. Oh, boy. Alright, let's continue the cutscene. Can I get another lahi in chat? Natalie, can I get a lahi? Thank you. Austin also said lahi, despite the fact that Austin has no context for it.
None at all.
Thank you, Austin. Alright, we're going to continue the cutscene.
Not so the swamps of Cydia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold.
No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule. Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days. Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together?
No.
Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows? Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more. Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly.
Do you think Emmett Selk ever has, like, trouble with his balance, given that he's got, like, more military medals on one side than the other? Or do you think the one on his right shoulder is just incredibly dense?
To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
Emmett Selk really said, "No, I'm tired. I don't wanna..." Lahi! Excuse me. Alright, let's see here. Lahi! The Thanker has told me of the Asians and what they have done. If he isn't willing to help, is it wise to let him stay with us? Anyways, these two cutscenes are the funniest in the entire game. If he never opened his mouth again, it would be too soon. Okay, I think this is the first time that I actually get to voice Emmett Selk, so... What is it now? Do you expect me to regale you with friendly banter? Oh, very well. I will humor you this once. You may consider it my latest act of good faith. Come on then. What do you wish to know? Why choose this form here in the first? Well, well, what a curious question. Mortal flesh is but the vessel into which we Asians pour the elixir of our souls, molding it as fits the occasion, or not, if we so choose. Be it for a year or a millennium, I prefer to retain the same form until my duty is done. So after arriving here in the first, I fashioned some hapless body into the man you see before you. Though, as your friend over there can attest, there are those of us who forego such alterations. He was ever the rash one, La Habrea, jumping from vessel to vessel, never heeding the toll it took on him. Fucked up. 'Tis plain our Asian counterpart meaneth to follow wheresoever we lead. Were it otherwise, he would not suffer the overabundance of light in these woods. Verily, it pervadeth every corner, and so long as the Light Warden remaineth, the Sin Eaters shall be free to prey upon these lands without surcease. If naught is done, 'tis but a matter of time before the blessed succumb. He has a bunch of heavy things in one pocket. You're never the same once an Asian has been inside you. Emmett, can you Lahi? Lahi. 2 years past, a swarm of Sin Eaters did lay waste unto their largest settlement, killing a great many of their priests in so doing. That was in the trailer. You can go watch the trailer and see that happen. Though some few did survive, they knew not how to go on, wayward souls in want of a guiding hand. For a mercy, Ishtola hath provided that which they sorely needed. They have since endeavored to restore their home, and thither shall we bend our steps, to Fort Gone. I love Emmett Selk just going with us. She's like, yeah, I'll come along. Why not, eh? Lahi. Emmett Selahi. Damn, they weren't kidding. This fort truly is gone. Lahi? Well, where's this friend of yours we've come to meet? We both know how Urianger enjoys painting pictures with his words, but he did not exaggerate about this place. Lahi hi Emlat silk. Lahi hilk. Woke Final Fantasy XIV be like Femme Selk. Urianger said that we were rebuilding, but there's no one here. He did not exaggerate. This place really be fucked up. Whoa.
I see little sign of recent activity, nor hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction.
Damn, bro, that sucks.
Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
Head itchy. Okay. Yeah, alright. Oh.
Now, surround them!
My boy! Oh, we're in danger. Okay. Okay, we give up. We give up.
These senators, they're not like the others.
Fuck, what?
There's a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
Do I look like a fucking sin eater to you?
How is it they can speak?
What?
It's a sin eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
What? I forgot about this. Have they never seen a person? Please, we're not. Oh my god. Kupo?
That will seem a lot less amusing when we are forced to kill them.
Fucking Sonic 1, meow.
Oh, for the love of... I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives.
I'd give him like 5 minutes,
You've
they'll
committed
love
the
me.
cardinal sin of boring me. And so, I retire to the shade. Good luck.
Oh, thank you. Oh, and he's gone. Cool.
There! Did you see that one disappear?
I think I preferred La Habrea.
Hey girl, hey, how you doing?
Enough. Runard, report.
Master Matoya!
Oh? Your girl Y'shtola on that Lulu aesthetic. Oh, she looks so good. She looks so fucking good in Shadowbringers.
We apprehended them as you ordered, but...
Hey,
These
Runar.
are sin eaters.
My boy Runar.
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not sin eaters, then what?
Oh yeah, that might be my bad, actually.
Tis passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not? Mayhap it hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether.
Mine ether has become a little bit more
Master
radiant
Matoya,
recently, admittedly.
Hath time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Every so often I'll see people say like, oh, they keep forgetting that Y'shtola is blind, but then like you get scenes like this where it's just like, no, the fact that she's blind is actually kind of a hindrance in her figuring out what's going on here.
Just so. And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
First explain this other presence in your company. The one I know not.
How could you forget me?
There is but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Yeah, about that. It's
Mine
you,
apologies,
girl?
Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us. Though she is but
Crack my
recently
knuckles.
arrived here in the First, not one but 2 Light Wardens have already perished by her most puissant hand.
Hey, girl, hey.
It cannot be.
And yet... Nice to see you too, Master Matoya.
Master Matoya, nice to see you.
I never made a deal with the Knights Blessed.
Master Matoya?
Lower your weapons.
Nice to see you too, Eigeld says to the blind woman. Oh. It's fine.
Forgive us this hostile welcome.
It's cool. Wouldn't be the first
Come.
time.
I would give you a proper introduction.
I
to
had a
Antigua
light
and its
lunch.
people.
Constantly thinking about Y'shtola burning her life to be able to see with ether. I don't... Here's the thing. People talk about, like, oh, they forgot about this plot point. It's just like, they probably didn't. It just hasn't been relevant in a hot minute. You know? Y'shtola, yes, Y'shtola's burning her life force to be able to see with ether, but she's got a lot of life force. Clearly, if she's not that worried about it. This reminds me of an Endwalker joke. Now that's a plot point they don't bring up literally ever. It's just not relevant yet. She's very flippant about it, so, like, she's fine. I heard in the Japanese it's less serious sounding. That's probably true. My favorite Y'shtola blind joke is after we got the Endwalker trailer. She should imagine her a stranger. I didn't expect it to be so imposing in person. Yeah, she's a looker. Hi, Thancred. That ended a lot better than it might have, no thanks to Emmett Soak. Like, it's just extra exhausting, not life-threatening. That's what I figured. Do you think Stinky knows she's blind? Y'shtola walking away in Charlotte, and then someone drew her walking straight into a row of desks. Oh yeah, because of, like, the layout of that room, I remember. You have been busy since arriving in the first, I gather, but I would hear the tale of your travails in more suitable surroundings. With Fort Gone yet to be rebuilt... Huh? Austin's learning lore. Oh yeah, you're not out of Realm Reborn yet. That's fine. I would say, like, at this point, I don't think that's a spoiler, considering she's been blind since Heavensward. Like, that's just fine. That's... Yeah, no, it's a whole thing when you start, like, meeting characters again in Heavensward, you learn all sorts of stuff. It's all good. With Fort Gone yet to be rebuilt, the Knights Blessed have made their home in a settlement to the northeast. I will await you at its entrance. Follow the path through yonder gate, and you will find me soon enough. Technically still a spoiler if they're in a Realm Reborn. Well, I would say, look, if we were talking, like, the most recent expansion was, like, Heavensward or Stormblood, then maybe. But, like, we've had Shadowbringers, we've had Endwalker, we've had Dawntrail, all of which have had trailers that have shown Y'shtola with the blind eyes. So, like, I would argue that that's not a spoiler that's, like, going to ruin someone's experience, I would say. Very fun thing of trying to figure out how Y'shtola and my will communicate where mine is mute and uses sign language. Tell Austin she got blind because she was banging a dragon and, well, it got in her eyes. Yeah, that's what happened, probably. Serious, yeah, I'm with Gage on this one. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I, like, will try to avoid saying outright around people that I know are still, like, way back in the game. But then there's other stuff where it's just like, I think they would like to know this ahead of time, or there's kind of there's certain things it's like they would like to know this ahead of time. This kind of had a statute of limitations that we're way past at this point, and this has enough supplemental material that you could end up coming across that it's not really a spoiler anymore. Gage, don't read that post out loud. Which post? The one about the dragon? I already read that out loud. He heard that. Yeshoa. There you are. I was beginning to worry. Much like the 12s would, this forest has a way of dealing with those who stray too far from the beaten path. But I digress. Let me show you the home of the Knights Blessed. So yes, Raktika is basically this world's version of the Black Shroud. And it's cool. I like Raktika a lot, honestly. We've got a TV set up here in the master bedroom that is like on the other side of my desk. Like the back of the TV is facing like the back of my monitors, but it's also like the front of it is facing Natalie. I was setting up, I have an old Steam Link that still works, and I was setting it up the other day to see if like we might be able to get her set up with her computer to like play like Steam games or Final Fantasy XIV using it. And I had previously logged in to get her the Little Ladies Day event rewards. And I had kind of adjusted like the camera to as a mod for someone who plays long RPGs, I'm a very stern follower on what is a spoiler, because I got insane because I needed to enforce those rules because chat never keeps their mouth shut. Because I go insane. That's fair. But I kind of, I tend to like have my camera in pretty close to my character when I'm running around in 14, just because like, look at my character, look at Igeld. The bunny of all time. But Natalie likes to play it like she's playing like a top-down RPG, so she has like the camera pulled way out and just like little teeny tiny Maya Capra in the middle of the screen. I somehow managed to spoil FF7 for someone. You know that one. You don't even need to tell me anything more. You spoiled the fact that Zack Fair is from Gongaga. No. Me, Gongaga. To make their home here, and so swiftly, would surely have required no small amount of ingenuity. A most impressive feat, wouldst thou not agree? Yeah. Gongaga. Finally, a place to rest. Evilia. Have you ever seen such a tree? To think these are only the roots. I have to be zoomed out when I play to prevent distraction by Pretty Bunny with an axe syndrome. Fair enough. Gongagega. I get distracted by Del's ass all the time. Well, I know Selnyam also uses mods to what's the word I'm looking for? Further enhance her character. Enhance the experience. Someone takes up too much screen space, I'm angry at him. My bunny has to be buff and have floppy ears. Yeah.
Slitherbow is the largest of the blessed settlements.
Slitherbow. I don't know Selnyam's bunny.
They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself.
You should go check out Selnyam's bunny. I love Fladesh. Fladesh is great. I only use mods to use hats. Fair enough.
It is a curious kind of faith. but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of
The
the
most
flood.
important one, hats, yeah. Can't see me. I can't see you. Peekaboo. Yeah.
I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are simple people.
I would have settled for like a sandwich. I thought that was an I in your name this whole
Now,
time.
I would
You
hear
know,
of your
it's like
travels
similar.
away from prying ears. Come.
There was a really good hat that I think was only recently given bunny capabilities that I found, but I don't have any outfits that I can use it with yet, I don't think. Or maybe I do? I'm gonna probably test some stuff off stream, maybe. Oh, I can't because we're gonna be using the... Well, that's fine.
I see. And now you seek the Light Warden of Raktika. In the days after I arrived in the First,
Hold on.
I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own.
It's so Y'shtola. That is kind of true. I use mods to give her hats, but don't like hardly any of them. That's me in hairstyles, where it's just like, I'm not going to use most of the hairstyles that are available to me, but at the same time, it's like, I enjoy having the options, so like, I'll still try and collect every hairstyle I can. They added the pompadour for Viera. Did you know? Viera can use the pomp now. That's recent. It does not play well with the ears. But I was very excited to see that. Y'shtola pot calling kettle black at times, but Urianger is worse. That's cool. Nice. Yeah.
My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I've come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Well, go on then.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka.
Oh yeah.
A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya.
I'm similar though. I like collecting the hair, but she has a signature hairstyle. None of the others feel right. I switch up Aigail's hair every so often, just because I like to do so. But I have been wanting for a new one recently, and I haven't found one that I really like yet.
Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded. Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They
Bunny,
offer
bunny,
no
bunny,
warnings,
bunny, bunny,
and suffer
bunny,
no
bunny, bunny,
trespasser
bunny,
to
bunny,
escape.
bunny, 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 bunny,
Needless
bunny,
to say,
bunny,
my every
bunny,
attempt
bunny,
to survey
bunny,
the area
bunny,
has
bunny,
been
bunny, bunny.
thwarted.
Mayhap the warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
Going bunny mode.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me.
This is the Exarch sending Y'shtola a note that's just like, "Oh, you mad at me? Y/N." I'm sorry for being
Regardless, it will
secretive.
take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The
Excuse
Exarch
me.
has a nose for serendipity.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer. While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city? Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
Yeah, I could do that.
I must say, Stola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
Y'shtola was lucky enough to find a guy she really likes.
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd.
I will say, just because like I've seen slight discourse on it previously, I do subscribe to the idea that the relationship between Y'shtola and Runar is in fact romantic in nature. I like thinking of them like that, honestly. It's cute, you know?
Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
Oh, read him for filth.
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
At the bare minimum, Runar has feelings for her. Yeah, absolutely. You saw her expression when she said that, right? That I can agree with. Oh. 1 second, folks. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, everybody be inhaling spit today. Me? On stream? Oh, hold up. It is very cute. I'm most partial Y'shtola and Endwalker post-patch NPC. I think I know who you're talking about. Anyways, I think that they're romantic partners, but Y'shtola doesn't express romance openly or directly. She always read as lightly on the aromantic spectrum, but Runar is the icebreaker and she didn't know how to handle it as such. But she does fall asleep leaning on the shoulder of anybody else. So maybe like Demi, probably. I could see Y'shtola as Demi. I don't know. I think about like Y'shtola and like we'll see it as we play through it, but Y'shtola and Runar's interactions, and it's just so cute to me that I can't help but like completely buy into it. Just like this enigmatic sorceress and her like doofy, excitable husband.
I'd definitely go for the Urianger, Thancred, Y'shtola, polyamory couple.
Now that's 3 people. A couple's 2 people. Math. I know what you meant. At least no one can deny Thancred and Urianger. Yeah, no, absolutely. Aww. Thancred's mad because he got read to filth.
He understands that I'm not the same. That I'm not her.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will. And whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life.
Yeah, kid.
But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
Good plan, good plan. Get that nice forest air. Breathe in those weird beetles. Alright. So we will be exploring the settlement and speaking with the Knights Blessed next week when we reconvene. I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe here on Blue Sky. You can subscribe here on Twitch. We've got special emotes for subscribers. You can also follow me on Blue Sky and Tumblr at AcidXShark. That's AcidXSHRK, where I post all the streams as they happen. Or you can follow me on YouTube at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams after they happen. Art for the stream Chat blocker was done by Isaac, who you can find on Twitter at Knucklebone. That's Knucklebone. Isaac does great work. Highly recommend following him and just you know, checking his stuff out when he posts it. VTuber was done by Teva. You can find on Blue Sky at Teva Meow. That's TEVAMEOW. With rigging by V747. Upcoming streams tomorrow. Darksiders 2. We're going to hell. Maybe unlocking a new DLC area to waste time with. And then on Saturday, I need my phone because I have to know who the fuck is streaming. Natalie, I'm gonna need to borrow your. I'm assuming Penny's probably streaming because I think Penny is still doing subathon stuff. But let me see. Let me commandeer Natalie's Twitch account. Oh, hey, while I'm thinking about it, would you want a bouncer's holstered vest for maybe. That sounds cool. I wouldn't mind that. Following. Penny is not live currently, unfortunately. But yeah, Darksiders, Saturday, we will be playing and finishing Star Wars Force Unleashed 2. And then next week, we've got more Shadow of Mordor on Wednesday. We're getting towards kind of the home stretch for Shadow of Mordor. So Shadow of Mordor on Wednesday. More Final Fantasy XIV on Thursday. I think by then there's going to be the Hatching Tide event is going to be going, so we'll be checking that out first before continuing with Shadowbringers. And then otherwise, that's everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and get out of here. And where's my controller? There it is. I will see y'all next time on the Shark Stream. Same Shark time, same Shark channel. Take care, everybody.